Oh, wait. Oh, it's Thursday night football.
Thursday, 10 to 9. Now we back to Sunday.
Boom, now go ahead. We on Sunday now.
So we had the second week of the season.
Right.
Same, I mean, so 1 o'clock, I go back, same pattern. Go 9 o'clock in the morning, start studying. See what I'm saying? Eat my breakfast. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look at the lines, look at Sports Center. I mean,
you had Dolo, nobody with you.
I mean, people being there because, you know, it's a bunch of people.
No, I'm saying, who came with you?
With me by myself.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm by myself, yeah.
That's important, fellas. Hey, yo, when y'all watch this right here, this interview, understand, when you're doing anything, you're trying to accomplish something, a lot of times you got to fly solo. You can't really fly with everybody else because they don't see your vision. And they might start complaining while you in it, like, bro, we've been here 6 hours, man. And you don't want them guys to distract your vision. You gotta go dolo sometimes. Cause everybody, even if you're the best friend, you can't be mad at them. You just don't see the vision like you said. You know what I mean?
Everybody don't see the vision.
They don't see it. You know what I mean? So continue. Now we Sunday, we in
Sunday, we're back in there. You see what I'm saying? Back, same program, reading the lines. You see what I'm saying? Seeing who playing. I mean, I gotta read the lines all the way, probably, cause I like to read the lines all the way up until 12:30.
Right
30 minutes before game. So it can be active.
They be changing.
They can switch. Your players just get injured. They not playing. You know, they do all types of shit. So you gotta make sure, you know, I read that line to exactly to 12:30. So that way I can make my decision.
Right.
On who I got to win.
Right.
So let's fast forward, right? Boom. The day before you got to $100,000. Let's bring us there. Boom. The day before you got to $100,000, how much you was having on the 24th day?
The 24th day I was at, like, the 24th day, I could remember this back in my mind. I bet at 20,000. I was at 80,000. I'm like, listen, I mean, and this was plus money. It was like plus like 110. So it brought me back like
10,000.
Like, no, it brought me back like 30. It was plus
110.
Plus.
Gotcha.
So
I'm saying 10,000 profit.
No, I bet at 20.
Gotcha.
So 150.
Gotcha.
30,000.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I know this here ain't going to win any better. You see what I'm saying?
So you was 50 home that night.
I took 50 home that night.
Yeah, you took 50 home that night.
30 profit though.
30
I got my 20 back.
You took 50 home.
That's how I hit the 100,000.
So the 24th night you made the money.
24th night. I better very aggressive.
Keep it real. Tell us that moment when you was there. Was it like,
yeah. I started bugging in there. And then that's the night I became VIP at FanDuel. I hit the mark, 100,000.
That's crazy.
You got to spend over 100,000 to be
VIP. That was over 100,000.
At that time, that was over 100,000.
So you like 110.
I was at 110.
110.
So the rep came to me. I mean, this is your player number. You get a player number.
Yeah. Come here, big dog.
Yeah. We eat, unlimited food, unlimited drinks.
Free?
You don't pay for none of that shit. Yeah. We didn't eat steaks. We didn't eat steaks and all that. Yeah, of course.
It's like a club.
Like, yeah, it's like, yeah. They want you to get drunk and all that. Yeah.
TVs everywhere, more TVs than the usual. Chairs more comfortable, you know. Show you that you want to,
you in this bitch.
Yeah. They don't want you to leave.
AKA spend some more money.
Yeah. Bro. So that's when I really met all the sharks. All the big gamblers.
But they didn't have online shits, did they?
Nah,
yeah,
they was in there losing. A lot of them losers, man.
But they got bread.
But they got money. So they got money. Yeah.
They don't care.
They don't care, man.
Niggas big losers.
I seen people lose a lot of money in there, man.
I bet.
What's the most money you seen a nigga lost?
100,000.
Did you give him a bet?
No, he betted when he wanted to bet. I just knew what he betted because he was in front of me.
When I started going later on with him, like after his second year.
Oh yeah. When I started going with him after his second year, this guy showed me, Arab dude, young boy.
Tell us who you is and who you are first.
Oh, this Marty, a.k.a. Red Camel, business manager for Rich Forever Bet, friend of Rich Forever Bet, like a brother to me, like a younger brother to me, We saw each other grinding, and that's how we linked, from the ground up, His store was where I was hustling oils at,
right.
Turning up on him, downtown North, marketing Horsley Street. But, back to what I was saying. A kid showed me his phone, his app. He lost over $1 million, bro.
What?
In real life, and they still be coming there. And I'm like, damn.
Still there.
And this when the journey when after he started picking his own sports bets. After gambling and winning, showing people how to do it, I'm going there with this joker every day, 2 years straight.
Oh, you was going to the joint?
I started going with him. We losing, we winning, he learning, and I'm just meeting people, so they automatically think I'm up.
Cause he up.
Cause I'm there every day at a consistent. So it's like a brotherhood there. Yeah. So a lot of people tell you their secrets. They think you up. They ask you what you like. I ain't know nothing about it. Like I said, I'm fresh. I hit the first bet that I did there. It was the Tarver fight. I picked the round that he was gonna knock the dude out in. I just was guessing. They call it beginner's luck or whatever. Yeah. So I hit like 300. But I was going with this guy every day, so I'm watching this shit. Like, it was crazy,
And
bro.
relationship just built from there.
Yeah, definitely.
So let me ask you a question, right? Boom, you go in there, you doing everything you supposed to be doing, right? What was the biggest loss you took that made you second guess the shit? Because we always second guessing shit. Like
the most money I ever lost with FanDuel was $17,000 in a day.
God damn,
I lost every game.
I would have cried.
Every game. Oh, not at once.
I lost every game.
Chasing.
Yeah, I started chasing.
I told you.
I started looking at the board like, oh, I got it.
Nigga, that's what you do.
Yeah, I told you. That's all you do. That's
When you cold, you cold.
Yeah.
It ain't no bouncing back from it. It ain't no bouncing back from it. It's gonna be an ugly day for you.
Boom. So you up now. Tell us about some of the shit you bought with the bread. All right, you up now. You getting fast money. What you bought? What you did with the money?
And when I won my first, my 100 bands, and I ain't really buy nothing. It's crazy. I ain't really buy nothing, man. Cause I've been getting money. I've been getting money for a long time with my secret companies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really buy nothing with my brand. Nah. I mean, I was still driving my Audis. You know what I mean? I love Audi. That's what they call it, drive.
Yeah.
But when I started selling picks, that's, when I started going crazy.
That's where the money, that's where the big money.
A different type of money.
Selling picks? Like, how much would you selling them for?
I mean, I sell picks. We started off selling picks. My exclusives was $50.
Don't go crazy, yo.
You know what I'm saying? $50 for my exclusives. Right. And I got thousands of people buying it. You know what I'm saying?
It's automatic.
Yeah.
And that's guaranteed. That ain't a risk. That money coming straight through.
It comes straight to me.
Yeah, these niggas going crazy.
It comes straight to me.
Fuck the staff. The K's on the staff.
So outside of, what else you got going on outside of betting? Tell the people.
Right now, outside of betting right now, I mean, that's all I'm doing right now.
Music,
we got the clothing brand coming. You know what I'm saying? Ray Campbell, we got that on its way. We got that's really, we got that coming. That's really what we focusing in on right now.
Just a clothing line.
And the sports brand, because I like to focus in on one thing at a time.
So you gonna let the betting, I guess, funnel through the clothing line? Like,
we're gonna do all that. Yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put all that together.
What's the rollout looking like for the clothing line?
I'm gonna let my man Ray Campbell talk.
The rollout is good because we gravitated to the internet.
Right.
I became an internet thug. That's where the money at. You go to sleep, you wake up to it, it's in your account already. It's people that you never met a day in your life that's supporting you.
Yeah.
The brick and mortar, sorry and safe to say, is dead unless you got food. That internet is unbeatable. You can't beat it. So we're gonna go into that.
And it ain't going
that aspect, and it's not. And we met a couple guys, like, we the only black people on our team right now. We got Haitians and Africans, loyal young men.
Yeah.
At the top.
Africans are scammers, so y'all there.
And they fearless, so they market us, and they like the best in the country right now. It was a blessing to meet these guys.
Right. It's always, absolutely.
He had met them, and I had met them, and they're more intrigued with us than we're intrigued with them. And what they doing, they taking us to the top, like, and we sticking together with it. That's one of the things we was talking about earlier. If you don't got no team, you can't really go too far.
Very cool.
And I used to tell myself that, like, I'm gonna do this on my own. You can't do it. It's not gonna happen.
Definitely.
And to say to the people again, like, you want to make real money, internet, man. You got to learn. You got to sit down and learn. It's corny, yes. It's corny. It's corny geek stuff, but it's funding us. It's crazy. Like,
you're gonna make that money if you do it the right way.
It's retarded, man. It takes patience, and you got to work together. The pride to the side. I've been running with bro forever. I've been had the dream of the clothing brand.
Right.
I stayed solid with him. He had this dream of the sports brand, and I told you, actually, I'm going up there with him. 2 years in.
Right.
He losing like a mother. I'm watching him lose. I'm watching him stress out. But we hung in there, and we both got the same ambition.
Yo, they always say shit like, winners, when they searching for the wins, it's only gonna be 8 to 10% of your wins. The most time you playing, searching, and preparing for the win. You get what I'm saying? So most of the time you're gonna be losing 90% of the time. So you never satisfied. Keep searching for the wins, but when they come, they be big. So people only notice the wins, not knowing the heartbreak or the mindset. When it comes to the losses, now we talking. Let's do something different. Let's move forward. Let's talk about the give backs and the legacy. You know what I'm saying? You and your moms received the President Lifetime Achievement Award. What giving back mean to you?
I mean, giving back is big, man. I've been giving back all my life. In the city where I come from North, giving back, You know what I'm saying? School book bag, I do it every year.
Right.
I give away turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Right.
I give away Christmas to the low privileged kids in my city, so that's very big. And my mother is big. My mother owns a nonprofit organization. She got a 501c3. My mother got a thrift store right now.
Shouts to Mom
I don't know the
Dukes.
503, that's a non-profit, but good.
Yeah, it's a nonprofit. Yeah.
Just because the guys don't really be knowing, understand.
So I grew up. My mother.
You can go get a contract with the city with a non-profit, and if you do it the right way, you can put most of the money in your pocket. Right? You got to do it the right way.
Do it right now.
So my mother, she had a nonprofit my whole life. And my mother gave back my whole life. So when I got older, that's what I looked at. So when I got older, I said it's very important. You know what I'm saying, to give back. So where you come from, because everybody's not privileged. And I'm very big on giving back.
Absolutely. Being that you come from Newark, right, and you seeing some of the hardships and the poverty, does it give you more of the understanding why people do what they do? A lot of times in our city, every year is lately it's been down. I'm gonna keep it real. So Roz holding it down. Shout out to Roz Barack.
Yeah, shout out to the mayor. That's a fact, though, right?
He's about to be the next governor. Shout out to Ross. But I'm just saying, we come from an era in the early 2000s and the late 2000s where it was like 150 to 300 murders a year.
Yes.
The city only have 200,000 people on it. So that's either 1.5% of the population in the city. Most people don't even know these numbers, but I'm just telling you the facts. Those numbers are crazy. You know what I'm saying? In the early 2000s, 2003, we had like over 200 murders, 300 murders in 2003 to 2006. Every year is over 100 murders. Roz brought it down, right? Do you feel like it's your responsibility to speak to the kids, bring them with you, just have some type of advocacy for the actual children?
No, definitely. I say that's very important. Like, the kids got to see you. The kids got to touch it. The kids got to see the success.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's when they know it's real. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I like to show them. I like to show them success.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, they get successful, they don't come back to the hood. I mean, I like to drive my Lamborghini through the hood. I like to drive my Rolls Royce through the hood.
Right.
And show them that, it's hope. Show them that this stuff is reachable.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very important. Cause the youth is like, I gotta show me. There's kids out here, they still in cars. They still in cars. They making 10 bands. They like, I'm not about to listen to you, old head.
Yeah.
I just made a 10 pack, and I blew it in a day. I'm gonna go get another car. I'm gonna put my life on the line, but I can't really listen to you, old head, because I just made more than you gonna make in the next 2 months.
Right.
So that's where the contrast come in at. Like, definitely, we, in a sense, to reach them, you got to show them some type of inspiration. They got to be hands on.
But you see what I'm saying? Most people out, they sending 10,000. They thinking it's some money. Most people, the real people, top it up with these little young boys. Show them your expenses. That be niggas' monthly expenses. You know what I mean? My monthly expenses like 14,000. So imagine what you know what I mean. I ain't even a rich nigga. I'm just I do what I can. You know what I mean? I do what I live my life the best way I can. And I try to tell my young boys, the guys that's younger than me, just moving forward, like, yo, bro, you got to do this and do that. But a lot of times it's a gang mentality because where we come from. Are you part of a gang? And if not, how did you get away from that? Like, how did you?
Yeah, me, I'm not gang affiliated. You see what I'm saying? Never been gang affiliated. I never followed nobody. So I always did what I wanted to do. Thank God. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But my cousins, they gang affiliated and stuff like that. But I ain't in no gang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And did you ever was approached and was like, yo, bro, I'm not dealing with. And how about you two? And actually, we're gonna chop about it.
Oh yeah, I went to West Side. I'm from Hooterville, Columbia, and South One Drive. We was at Gang Bang Central. That's why I remember you from school. When Gang Bang was Gang Bang,
right.
And it was gangs that ain't even Grape or Blood or Sean, or they had soldiers and G Code and all that. And then the Grape and the Blood start chiming in, but
and he had the Black Mafia family being
And then in Irvington, the Haitian boys, clicked up. I forget the name, the THN and all.
Yeah.
So it was more so that. But when they
turned blood,
that's when they got real. And I was in West Side. I'm an old young head, man. I'm 40 years old.
39.
I was there at the tip of the iceberg when it was going crazy. But shout outs to Rise again. It did dwindle down. Like, the murders ain't as crazy, but
it's a different time. And with him, wasn't it back in those days, right? We used to go to the meetings and that's why we just want to have a conversation with Rise, because we want to bring those moments up. You know what I mean? What was his mindset? What was his thought pattern? Even bringing those meetings to the city and just talking to the young men, having the young men meet each other. I always speak on here. We talk about me and GL. We speak about And if it's a joke like, oh yeah, back in the day, the blood outnumbered us, so on and so forth. But I always say to myself, imagine if the Bloods and the Crips came together and just, try to do something positive and move things forward, right? And just move together. Remember, you guys just said that you guys had your own thing going. You was selling oils, getting that money how you wanted to get it. You was in the stores doing what you wanted to do in the stores, and y'all was able to piece together to create a business.
Mm-hmm.
How do you teach people to build a team?
How you teach people, you gotta have trust.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't trust people. See what I'm saying?
Right.
That's number one. You know what I mean? And that's where, the conflict come in at. Because the one person want to be better than the other person. You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to be the big dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take that back seat. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I like to have my whole team shining. I don't like to have one person walking shining. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody.
And that's what it's hard for. A lot of people got big egos. I put my egos to the side. You see what I'm saying? Because I want all my whole team to win.
That's smart.
And as far as us, it's like the big brother, little brother concept. Our birthday like 3 days apart. August 21st.
Okay.
Is the
y'all
19th.
both Leos.
Yeah,
I'm a Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fuck
Like
with
my father,
Leos.
my father, mother can't.
Yeah, I fuck with Leo.
Yeah, so
I try
it's
to be genuine. Everything I say and do.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's more so like you said, taking that back seat, putting the pride to the side, the ego to the side, and he a knucklehead like me. Like we got the aura. I'm gonna do what I want.
Right.
Since I was a kid, that's the type of when I was coming up, and I went to Camden Street, Camden Middle.
Of my nigga 8-Ball.
Yeah. So I was growing up. I was like one of the first candidates to get alternative classes because I was wild. Like I was bugging, coming to school, go crazy. So I had the missing father figure up and down. But I was bugging out. But I was always, smart. So I get the work done and go bug and get everybody else to come bug. They work ain't done. I'm calling them and all, yo, come on.
Yeah,
We all bugging out. We in the ceiling. We leaving, getting chased by Chauncey. Shout outs to that program. Chauncey was crazy. We had RoboCop. People remember that.
Everybody know RoboCop.
He catch you. We had Batman. They hawking you down.
Different though. He was wild though.
I remember them jokers came and got me one day. They caught. I thought I got away. I turned the corner on 14th and 14th. I'm like, oh shit. Turned around, he grabbed me with the bike, nigga. Picked me up, put me on the bus. Took me to Camden Middle to the bottom. He's like, call your mother. So shout outs to those times too. And that's why, I'm polished. I'm laid back. I come from that era, that 80s era.
Yeah.
So everything is really different, And where I come from too is different. It's manicured different right now and it's wild, but up top, everybody used to be calm and get money. The violence was, super low, but everybody was family oriented. But like I said, back to it's like a brotherhood. Like I don't argue, I don't do all that. And he the same. We don't like my other guy. We've been friends for over 20 years. We never had an argument, bro. He'd go crazy. I was like, all right, you want some boys?
This guy argue with me every chance
Let me tell you something. I'm a little different type.
Every day.
I feel like arguments build the best relationships. This is why I say that, hard conversations help you grow. The easy ones is going to be what they be. You get along with everybody. I got a lot of friends. I'm not saying that. I got a lot of people I love. I don't really got a lot of friends, and I'm hard to get along with. I'm gonna speak my mind where I'm at. You know what I mean? If you know my history, I'm one of the guys in the building when I was getting locked up back in the day. I'm one of the most niggas that get jumped the most because nobody's not gonna stop me from saying what I want to say. I'm going where I want to go, and I'm speaking where I want to speak. I don't care how many I'm outnumbered. This is me. When it comes to my business and doing business with my friends, family, so on and so forth, right? There's a guideline and the structure we stick to. And once that structure starts to get moved around and things don't work in that structure, then it got to be a conversation. You know what I mean? I'm older now, so I'm not really resulting to balance. I'm trying to result to growing, right? So I need to grow with you. The only way we can grow with each other is by conversation, right? And dialogue and understanding. So you might have a point. It might be something I missed. So you say something to me and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. All right. So now I might have to dwindle down my energy now because I didn't know that was happening. But without communication, who are we? We're nothing. He's just a guy with a horrible communication. You know what I mean? And so, you know what I mean? And then he just wanted, he's from the show me state.
Okay.
He a Libra. So sometimes he feel like he gotta show me. I'm like, bro, look, bro. I'm not your bully, my boy. Hell, you gotta go hell.
You guys crazy. So walk us through the music lifestyle. I see y'all involved in music, which I got going on. What's coming up? What's future
Tell us about the
plans?
contracts.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a big signing. A lot of artists I work through because I used to apply a lot of secrets to a lot of artists. That's how I got a lot of different relationships with all of these artists. But what we got coming up, for the clothing brand, we got a big signing. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to see his name yet.
Damn, we know he's looking at the exclusive right now.
Oh, okay. So he gonna be like y'all endorsing it. He gonna be wearing y'all.
He's endorsing our sports bag company. Also, he'll be endorsing for the clothing brand.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. We know the name, y'all, but y'all will see it soon. So we gonna post it, man.
One of the guys, like,
He Muslim as well?
Nah, he ain't Muslim, but he a stand-up guy. I'm gonna give a little thing on it. They offered him a 60 ball. He walked it down and got it cut in half. So he on his way home.
Right.
And I love music. Like, he never lost his touch, and his music is genuinely timeless.
He got something 2 years ago, she was still fire.
Fire. Like, it's just unmatched. He's in his own zone, and that's why I think anybody that's into whatever they in, if they doing it from the heart and it's them, they gonna go straight to the top because they do it effortless.
Let me ask you this question, right? This is a question mainly for you,
Okay?
Because you grew up in that era, like, and this is the first time I'm saying this, like, right? So, music is an influence. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all Muslim. Hold on, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me.
What?
I know music is an influence, right? I know that, a lot of times the Muslims say it's haram. But we still listen to it. We still love it. We from the inner city. We Muslim as well. You know what I'm saying? He one of your brothers. You know what I mean?
Ask your question, man.
Hold on, relax. I got you. So I'm gonna tell you this thing. It's been a back and forth about Jim Jones, right? They be like, yo, Jim Jones, old head YN, but I feel differently for him, right? So obviously you kind of young. So in 06, 20 years ago, if you're only 31 now, you was 11. So this question not really for you.
It was getting a tail end of it.
20 in 06. You know what I'm saying to you? So in 06, I'm saying to you, 07, that's music in general that year, because that's when gangbang was at its peak between 02 and 07.
Right.
So you with me on that time, right? That timeline. So music was influencing that. Lil Wayne was hot. There was a lot of artists hot at that time. Jim Jones, to me, spoke to a culture deeply that other people couldn't speak to. Even though I'm a Crip, I felt like he was saying was a different thing. Even though I'm Grape Street, I felt like what he was doing was, I can't explain it. It was like
everybody was caught up in it.
It was in the culture.
In the time that it dropped, and the culture that it dropped, everybody.
Hold on, let me, because you said I see you right. You're on the space for me. So with that set up, like, how did you felt it controlled you? The music. Was it a controlling factor in how you thought, what you do, who you with?
Well, maybe not
controlling. Influence and controlling.
Yeah. When it comes to the influence part,
this right here, this is
everybody.
Gonna go crazy too.
Everybody was tough as hell, guaranteed. But the everybody was fly as hell. Yeah. You couldn't tell nobody they wasn't fly.
Niggas still had waves. Then.
Yes.
Look dirty now.
Yes.
This era.
Yes. So everybody was still, because that was in a time of MySpace crept into it.
Yeah.
But before that, everybody it was tough. It was that type of music, that rider music. You hear that? You in another headspace. Like, you might want to go, if you ain't that, you probably you hear that song, you might want to go be that. Yeah, but you still kept some type of prestige. You was presentable.
Yeah, hold on.
Before that, I just want to reset the video.
Okay.
Start recording.
Do what?
Press the right button. Just stop recording and record again. All right, then go again. All right, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, you got to go up again.
Oh yeah, you said influence, right?
No, you was doing great. What we at?
Influence, yeah. Oh,
It's the blurriest stuff.
It's focused in now.
It's good. It's on there. It's good. Huh? So what's the last thing you just said, G? You remember better than mine.
No, we saying the influence.
Oh, the influence. We got that part, but when we move forward, I'm trying to go where you was at.
The look, like the
Go back to the look. Yeah.
Everybody had money back then. If a hustler wasn't a hustler, he became one that had that look. Like I remember the Flyers look at that time that I had the purple Pele with the purple Maury's on. Shoes on, dragon, belt dragon, belt glittered up.
QB, you wasn't outside.
It was a time to be alive. Like
We had that rhinestone belt.
we
too.
had that
Rhinestone.
BB Simon going crazy. Like
Navy blue.
everybody, if they had a haircut, they had a cut. Whatever shoes you got on, it's gonna match your fitted. Like everybody had a look to them, but everybody was like tough though. Like it brought that feeling like, yo, you tough as hell. Like we listen to that, and then the 50 rolled in behind it. So the gang culture is a part of our history. You know, whether
And
you
he came before it.
yeah, he did that. What up, blood? That
What up, cuz?
at every party it was crazy.
Alright.
And before that, to take you a little further back, that fuck them other niggas, cause I ride for money.
Yeah.
You at a party,
It's
It's
over.
up.
It's over.
everybody looking at who they gonna pop on, who they don't want to get popped on by. They standing firm. Some people getting up out of the party when it's come. It was crazy. Atlanta came,
They start dancing.
Stomp, ATL, Stomp.
So let's switch
Not
over.
if you buck.
Let's switch over to his era. 7 years later, we talking Drake take that era over. How was the music? What was the vibes now in the parties when you were there?
I mean, I grew up with Wayne.
Drake, I was about to say you skipped Wayne.
I grew up with Wayne, yeah. I grew up with Wayne. I thought nobody was going to be better than Wayne.
Wayne was the tail end. Y'all
I was Wayne.
Yeah. Drake was. I mean, Wayne was our era and y'all era.
Yeah.
So we from the early. Let's say we from the 2000 era, right? That would
Yeah,
be
that's
fair.
fair.
2010 era. We talking about you coming of age, 21. We talking about 2011. That's Drake era. Wayne was.
I was Wayne.
Drake had.
I used to listen to Wayne. I was
2011. Drake dropped a 4-time platinum album. This is a
11?
fact.
I wasn't even
He
there
had
for
the
Drake
shit
fans.
when he had the shit when he's sitting at the table with the owl. What's that shit called? Take care. That's his one of his albums.
2011?
2011.
I wasn't really listening. I wasn't really
October,
listening.
November. I'm just telling you the facts. You might can say that, but I'm just saying that was the start of his era.
Yeah, Drake.
That's year one of Drake era. Because he had 2010 he came out. Thank you
Yeah,
later.
Drake and Nicki came going crazy.
But
I remember Wayne.
But you got to remember,
It was over that then. What else he came out there?
No, but you got to remember, for Drake to come out, Wayne co-signed him, so we
He
was
was
still listening to
Exactly.
Wayne.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
when I
So-
heard. Yeah, he co-signed him.
All right,
Yes.
so transition me how the parties was sounding, how it was looking in 2011, 2012.
That was Wayne era. Because Wayne was on
Tell me how it
everything.
was looking to
He was
me.
on every remix. I mean, he was going crazy. I ain't
Yeah,
never.
it was Wayne J the era.
In that era.
Remember, because Jada was on all the remixes, and Wayne was on all of them. And
Yeah.
they shared a couple too.
The Wayne was
Then
going
you got
crazy.
Khaled coming through around that time.
Khaled,
the
yeah.
East Hood joints.
Ace Hood was hot at
But
the
that's
time.
why I always tell y'all, like, I always had this conversation. I'm like, yo, bro,
I think Meek came at that. No.
yeah, you said
Meek and
right,
Drake
but
the same.
Yeah. Meek came out at the same time. Niggas don't hate my nigga Drake. I love Drake. But when I say it's Drake era, say all the niggas came out, right, at the same time. He's even Lil Wayne at the same, because Lil Wayne started doing it. He sold more records than everybody at that time. So what I'm telling you is if that's the start of his era, all the way to past 2016, past, 2023, maybe 2024. Even this year, he got the biggest records now. He's been the biggest artist 17 years straight. He got just this today. They put up 15. He got 15 diamond records. Drake. They just put it up today. It's in a group chat. You seen it earlier today in the group chat? What is it? If you go to the group chat, you got 10 or 15. It's either 10 or 15 diamond records. What I'm telling you, that's his era. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah,
How you like about whatever. But remember, we
But you asked him
individuals.
what he was listening to.
No, I'm not
He
asking
wasn't
about
listening to Drake. He wasn't
No,
listening-
I'm not asking
That
about
shit
what.
wasn't
That's not the
dog.
question I asked him. I said, ask him about the era.
Yeah, they
See,
wasn't
people
listening
don't
to
understand that. I asked two different things. Of course, I'm not asking what your personal likes is. It's your personal like. I just about the era.
The era, yeah.
The era is you described there at that moment how it feels with
Drake came
the people you was there with.
Drake came there and
He was
rapped.
introduced, but he ain't had no.
Remember what happened? Shorty, you the best. You.
Oh,
the
yeah,
best.
cool.
was my favorite song.
The best thing.
That was my joint right there.
Yeah,
That's
And
2010.
Meek had no, bro. Meek.
That's absolutely Meek had to.
And eventually Drake
Meek
took
first
over.
album dropped that freestyle. You know what I'm talking about? That's the shit. Right now, 2025, That's the best shit that ever dropped. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
I was listening to him because I was hooked on that battle rap heavy. Like me and my man to watch that shit all day. Shout out to my man Killer.
Me and Arsenal got big as at that time.
Watch that joint all day. So no funny shit. I knew he was gonna be a big artist. From the battle rap, the nigga looks straight in the camera and just give you bars. And he was younger than most of them people. He was giving bars, bro. I knew. That's like I kind of knew he was gonna be. He was gonna be one of them.
So before we end it, right? Before everything all said and done, what you want the people to know?
Man, tap in with me, man. You want to make some money? You want to go to the movie theaters? Tap in with me. You see what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, I'm gonna show you.
So what you got, a Discord? Like,
I got a Discord. So basically, how they can get in contact with me is basically my link is on my Instagram or Rich797. You can go to my WAP. I got 2 different packages. So I got an exclusive package. The exclusive package is what I put anywhere from 25,000 on to 30, 35,000. Depends if I like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then we got another package. It's called the premium. That's when we do live bets all day. We do slate of plays, and then we do parlays, and we got player props now. So we got all of that in that package, and that's $30 a week.
Yeah, real quick. WAP is the platform, the digital platform that the picks are sold on. So a lot of people here, they probably don't know what it is. So it's called WAP, W-H-O-P. They sell all digital products and services on there. So that's where it's at. That's where you could get the picks from it.
It's WAP.com?
Yes, WAP.com.
/RichForeverBets.
Gotcha.
To get all my picks.
All right, so make sure you guys go there to WAP.com/RichForeverPicks. Make sure you guys get his picks and get them together. If y'all want these picks, y'all want to win, y'all want to get some money in your pocket, it's the place to be. You know what I'm saying? But before we end it, let them know where they can go get the clothing line and everything out.
The clothing line is about to drop. So what I'm gonna do, except for everybody, aside from everybody else, I'm gonna make it limited. You know, I'm gonna get me some dollars, slow pace, but I'm gonna use the influence and I'm gonna use the internet like crazy. We're gonna use the marketing. It's like a cheat code. We're gonna go straight to the top. So we're not even gonna play with it. So we're gonna make it limited. Yes, of course, we're gonna have a website and we're gonna definitely deal with the local people, but it ain't even ready yet. But I already know like where I'm coming from with it. Yeah. Right. You know, and also shout outs to Bus. Like, I met him a long time ago, man. Good dude, solid. He stuck with it. I'm in there with him. We printing shirts together, vinyl style, up all the way up to everything getting made, thread by thread. Right. And that's a good dude, man. I know him for a long time. He always been himself. Yeah, he was going to the White House with Big WAP. Shout out to Ali WAP. And yeah, man. So we're gonna make a movie with this. I call it the ultimate clothing experience. Because I'm not going to never come from one angle with it. You're going to see colors that might not look like they go together, but I'm going to disrespect it. You know, I'm a visionary. I love this stuff. Indeed, my brothers.
We like to promote other black men and doing other things. You know what I mean? So we here. It's your main man, Aomllute.
It's the homie.